Mark Campbell is a cast member of the Second City, and he is no stranger to Glen Ellyn. I am so happy to welcome him to the show so that he can share his experience from being a hometown guy to his life as a comedian. Thanks for joining us, Mark.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Yeah, happy to be here.
So, you're a Glen Ellyn guy.
I'm a Glen Ellyn guy. Yeah.
How did the Glen Ellyn guy go to the big Second City?
Luckily, it's not too far away.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Yeah.
You could just drive.
Yeah, I did today. Growing up was just sort of always a little goofy kid, and the sort of situation where my parents were very encouraging towards it, and I was too shy and too nervous. And then when I got to high school, I went to Glenbard West. Okay. I joined the speech team out there per the recommendation of my brother, who also was on the speech team.
Did you have a college? Mr. College?
He had retired at that point, so I had Tony Crowley.
All right.
Who was like one of the largest influences on my life by encouraging me to like stick with it, and I was interested mostly in the comedic events, and so he was my coach all 4 years. So I was very lucky to have him, and I loved it. I thought it was a blast because I just got to like write little goofy scenes or perform little short segments of plays with my friend, and it was very fun. And it was a competition, so that sort of fulfilled my dad's wish for me being athletic or winning things because I wasn't good at sports.
Here, Dad, I got a trophy.
I was like, I got some medal. Yeah, so I really enjoyed performing as a result of that. And then when I moved to college, I stayed in the area. I went to North Central College in Naperville, and I got involved in the late night improv program there, and was lucky enough to work at and perform at the Comedy Shrine Theater.
Sure.
So Dave Sinker, again, the owner and
I know him
founder,
very well.
He's wonderful. He's a great man.
So he mentored you?
Yeah,
there?
Definitely. And he was so kind to take a 17 or 18-year-old kid who like emailed him just asking to like sweep up after shows. And he let me run the light booth and then let me take classes for free, and eventually started letting me perform in shows. And so I got a ton of experience at a very young age. So the Comedy Shrine's been a very important place to me.
So you've done stand-up?
Yeah, I did stand-up for a little while, mostly in my college years, and I was doing both stand-up and improv at the same time, and just sort of enjoyed the experience of improv a little bit more. I still love stand-up.
So then did you audition for Second City, or you took the classes, or what was your steps?
Yeah, so Second City has a ton of different class options. They have a conservatory program, which you have to audition to get into. And so I auditioned for that, I don't know, I think at least twice. You fail a lot.
Yeah, you do.
So I auditioned for that, and when I eventually got accepted into that, that's a 6 level program.
Right.
So I went through all of that, and then I went through their house ensemble program, and then I auditioned for a cruise ship. Second City for like 12, 13 years had contracts with Norwegian Cruise Line. So I performed on 2 cruise ships in the Caribbean doing comedy, which was insane.
The boat shows.
The boat shows, which were very fun. And then when I came back from doing that, I was hired as an understudy for the touring company, and now I'm a full-time member of the touring company, which is
very
insane
exciting.
to say.
It's really exciting.
Thank you.
And next up is to get a stage. That would be your next.
Well, I mean, I would never say no to anything like that. It's one of those things where you try not to have particular expectations or
smart.
Yeah, you just sort of. I personally am just trying to enjoy it because it's such a fun job. It's insane that this is my job, and I'm very grateful and very lucky to do it. So I just want to enjoy it as much as possible.
Well, it sounds like you're on the track.
I remember being in college when I was doing stand-up comedy. What I loved about that was the idea of like you can just like travel around the country and do comedy. Because I went from Glen Ellyn to Naperville to Chicago. I haven't gone very far. So when I found out that Second City had a touring company, I was like, that is the coolest job in the world.
So where have you been?
Well, oh man, I joined, I was understudying for an extended period of time in May, so I've only been for less than a year, but we've been all over. We've been to Seattle, New York City, Orlando, down in the Southwest, Oklahoma City and Texas and New Mexico. We just came back from Michigan. We're going to Kankakee on Saturday. They sort of sent us a big Kankakee show. Come see us. Yeah, so we get to travel all over the place, near and far, which is great.
That is really great.
Yeah, I love it.
You know, a lot of people think, to me, success is about luck and persistence.
Sure.
Right?
Absolutely.
It's the right combination of luck, persistence, and of course you have to have talent. But I think a lot of people don't understand how hard you have to work to get there. And it's a lot about the persistence and knocking on that door. And like you said, there's a lot of failure.
Absolutely.
And I don't know if it's always, I used to tell actors, like, stop with the failure. You know, sometimes as a director, you need, a hammer, and sometimes you need a screwdriver.
Yeah,
and sometimes
absolutely.
you're not the screwdriver, you're the hammer. But when I need a hammer, we'll come back.
Absolutely.
And I think, but a lot of people get demoralized, and they can't handle that.
Yeah.
And in comedy, we know it's tough when you're doing ensemble because you need the clown, you need the alpha, you need the political writer, you need two females. So it doesn't matter if you're the best. If there's a female role that's open, right? There's just not, right now we need, a female.
Right now we're very fortunate in that sort of those very archetypical roles are sort of being blended or broken down. Yeah, and blended a whole lot, where it's not so much a matter of like, we need a female or we need someone who can write this particular thing. Now it's purely just a matter of like, this person is undeniably talented, and we're gonna hire them. We want to
find a spot for them.
Exactly. So that's a very good thing to be happening right now. Yeah.
However, in your career, in your life, there's the thing you have to, I love your perspective of, I'm enjoying where I am right now.
Yeah.
And keep working towards your craft and enjoy it. And I think a lot of people are always looking ahead.
Sure.
And it's a tough balance to keep your career propelling.
Right.
But how do you keep reality in balance and not make yourself nuts?
Right, and that's a conversation that I have with my dad on a near daily basis because he's very much a planner and
what's the next step?
Yeah, wants me to think about the next step, and I'm just this little, lighthearted poet boy, and I'm like, I don't know, the moment's beautiful. So I think that it's trying to find that balance of appreciating and enjoying the opportunity that I have right now while still trying to be aware of, well, in a few years, this won't, I won't be doing this forever.
It served you well.
Thank you.
It served you well. And I really enjoyed your performance when I saw it. Now, Second City's coming back.
Yes, they are.
To the Mac for Valentine's Day. It's a great date night.
Exactly.
No, you're not in that show.
No, I'm not in that particular show. There are 3 touring company casts, and I'm in one of them, and so this will be a different cast. And if it's the one that I believe that it is, they are wonderfully talented, goofy people. Well, so it'll be a great show.
We look forward to following your career, and thanks for coming back home and talking to us.
Love being home.
All right, well, we'll see you soon, I hope.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
All right. The Second City will be at the Mac on February 17th. Be sure to keep your eyes on atthemac.org for all future Second City performances. That is all the time we have for today, but be sure to tune in next month for even more behind-the-scenes talk about upcoming shows and events. I'm Diana Martinez, and thanks for watching. We look forward to seeing you at the theater and next time on Backstage Buzz.